Hey, what's up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and today I'm going to watch and review the track The Battle of the Week from Crossbringer. It's from their upcoming album, The Signs of Spiritual Delusion. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. I upload new content every single week. Oh, no hesitation. No reservations. Ooh, some raunchy vocals. Very raw, almost like blackened. It's a very dark video. Especially when you're an idiot like me and wear sunglasses while you're watching. Hey, if it's good enough for Dr. Disrespect, it's good enough for me. Very, kind of, Converge mixed with more kind of Scandinavian hardcore I associate this sound with. Come to think of it, I did not look up where these guys were from, so I should check that out. Even some like Deathspell Omega and Ulcerate vibes in these riffs, even though obviously much more tinged with the whole hardcore thing. Like that wailing guitar with the wailing vocals. Vicious. Those blast beats too. Like this is just like, it's borderline black metal. Very just like kind of nauseating in a way. It's so frantic. There's a lot of just, like, confusion in the feeling. I dig the aesthetic. I feel like the vocals could be a little bit stronger, like maybe even making them like a little bit more forward in the mix. Because they're so raspy, and so, like, they kind of need that, like, Converge treatment, where, like, you know, those vocals, too, like, run the risk of kind of falling by the wayside, but the way that they're produced is usually really good. What am I looking at? What is that? I couldn't even tell what that was. This is the darkest video. I cannot tell what's happening, other than we're in the woods, we're following somebody wearing white. It's very like Blair Witch. I love these transitions. It's very like mathy too. Is that it? Wow, man. That was intense. And straight to the point, did not fuck around. And so yeah, that was Crossbringer with The Battle of the Week. And what did I think about it? I thought it was quite solid, very intense, very heavy. I love the level of kind of technicality, both in the drums and the guitars. I love the rawness of the vocals, and definitely drawing some comparisons to some of my favorite projects from kind of across the spectrum. Again, like I said, Converge, Ulcerate, Deathspell Omega, those more the millions of other black metal bands that have kind of aped that style over the years. I give it, if I put it into my scales, say about a 9 for enjoyability. I'm not sure how much it'll stick with me, because I do feel like it could use a little bit more in terms of some kind of like standout, I say hooks. And I don't want people to get confused that I think this should be like catchier. It's just like it needs a few little things sprinkled in there to maybe make it a little bit more memorable. For musicianship, especially for the genre, I'm leaning towards giving it a 10. Like it's pretty dang solid. And there was some, from what I could tell, I didn't have time to kind of like really count it out. I was trying to towards the end, and then the song ended. But I felt like there was some like time signature stuff going on, and in any case, like some pretty impressive work going into the instrumentation. So for the genre, it's like a 9 or a 10. And for innovation, kind of just a 7. not really hearing a lot of like new ideas here. If you've been listening to, and again, like I said, I listen to a lot of like Scandinavian hardcore, and all of those bands kind of sound like this, like Hexus and stuff like that. So nothing particularly new here, giving them just a middle of the road 7 for that. So what do we got? We got like 9, 10, 7. So we're looking at like an 8.7, which is a B+. Really good stuff. And again, you can check out their full album coming out September 18th. It's the Signs of Spiritual Delusion, and it's not a huge time investment from what I'm looking at here. We've got 6 tracks. I actually have it sitting in my inbox. If you want me to review the full thing, let me know. I've had kind of hit and miss in terms of some of these kind of smaller albums, just doing a video just on them. But if enough people are interested in me doing that, then I definitely would consider it. Oh, and I just looked up because I was curious again where these guys are from, and we've got members in Belgium and Russia. So nice little kind of cross-section of different regions going on there. But now let me know what you think down in the comments. Did you really enjoy this song? Were you not so much a fan of it? What should I review next? And of course, stick around because there's plenty more videos coming right after this one. Not only other reactions and track reviews, but full album reviews, album roundups, tier lists for kind of bigger metal bands, interviews with bands on the podcast, you name it, we've got it. So plenty of reasons to subscribe. Also in the description, you can find links to our social media, the email newsletter, and our Patreon and Subscribe Star if you want to make that extra point of becoming a supporter. Would really appreciate it. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.